is Tanya Rivens with Under the Crown, with stories that localize our community and with stories that acknowledge the melting pot that our city has become.
I appreciate everybody's prayers around this world, around this nation that's praying. You know, she is everybody's daughter. Nobody can't even imagine what I'm going through.
She's one of our own, but she's also considered America's daughter. Last October, Shanquella Robinson was in Cabo, Mexico, where she traveled with 6 others. One day after arriving to their destination, Shanquella was found dead in the luxury rental property where the group was staying. Robinson's family has confirmed that their beloved daughter was friends with only one member of her traveling companions.
I would like have known that she was going and who she was going with. How long she been knowing the people that she was going with. What's the itinerary? To tell her, to be safe. Call me when you get there. But before all that, I would like to have known the folks' family, their mother and father, had a chance to talk to them, or had a chance to talk to the group that was going, to let them know that this father right here loved his daughter, and the same way she came, went with you all over there, y'all better make sure that, she come right back,
Shanquella obviously came from a fun, loving family, but the values that you instilled in her, would you say somehow it was strained a little bit to where she may have taken for granted when she met some people, giving them the benefit when maybe she probably shouldn't have?
Yeah, she did take it for granted. Somewhere she dropped the ball from the best friend that's supposed to be her best friend. Truly he wasn't no friend. As her father, I always been the protector of her.
What are your thoughts, or what would you say to the parents right now?
You can't even reach out to the father, and send a letter or, say something to the father, whatsoever. And especially if you say you believe in God and the higher power and you pray and all this, and, at some point in time, how can you sleep at night and lay down and knowing that your child was with Shanquella on this trip? And I'm her protector until she took a husband. And when she took a husband, then he become my protector. But as her father, I was still her protector.
Once you got that call, that dreaded call, you started looking for your daughter, and you made calls, and you get Elizabeth on the phone, and she says something very powerful to you. What was that?
We talked. She told me she had her, and she just said, "Mr. Robinson, I feel the hurt in your voice, just like my father. You're a father figure just like my father. I can see your personality through the phone, even I ain't even never met you. But at the same time, she say, I'm gonna stick with you until your daughter get back here to the state, to the United States soil." And she did that.
She did stick with you all
every
the way.
day. We talked every often, told me what was going on, what I need to do, prepared the paperwork. And when she was about to send Shanquella back here, and I asked her how she died. And that's when she told me, said, "Mr. Robinson, your daughter's neck and spinal cord were broke." And I just can't believe that that lady would just say something to me like that out of the blue,
How do you feel about the results, the recent announcement that currently there will be no federal prosecution because of a lack of evidence?
Angry, a little upset, but still at the same time, I serve a God that sits up high, look low, high power, but I know the case is still open, it's not closed, so, God's still moving. So as he's still moving, my faith and the strength that I have, for God and how I pray, as I always been praying, even when Shanquella walked on this around here in the United States, he's still gonna bring me justice, and that's how I'm gonna continue to stand, even though I'm angry, I'm weary, but justice gonna come though.
And what does justice look like?
They need to get what done to them, because they did a crime and came back over here and just seemed like they got away. As I'm sitting here, everything plays back in my mind. I know my daughter called out for me. I know she did to the utmost. It's just the point that I couldn't be there to help her. I just can't believe these 6 individuals do this to her. I just, you know, the 3 men sitting in that room. You know, how would you like, if that would have been your mother sitting there, you know, someone doing it to your mom or your aunt or your grandmother, you know, for y'all to sit there and just do that to her, you know, waking her up and beating on her and she naked, you know, it just, and not knowing that she was gone, you know, that's why I felt, it seemed like to me that's why I failed, because I didn't get that opportunity to talk to her.
I know you've talked about that hole in your heart.
It's gonna take a long time for this hole to heal up. This is how I've been, you know, mistreated out here. Like I was a deadbeat dad. Like I didn't have no say so, like I ain't do nothing for my daughter.
And coming up, Bernard Robinson, he's going to share a letter written by a family member on behalf of Shanquella Robinson. But up next, Dr. Sadia Upright, she's going to discuss how trust is developed.